I feel like I'm letting you down lately. I feel like I've been doing so many mistakes. First, I record a video all on mute and then I have to re-record it. Then I get an error in one of the puzzles, a stupid mistake, and then I upload a video on mute and I gotta re-upload it. So I am so sorry for this week's mess. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna be the professional YouTuber that I am, and this is gonna be all in the past, I swear to you. But welcome back to another Clues by Sam day. If you don't know what Clues by Sam is, it is a daily puzzle we play every day here on the channel, and in it there are 20 people. Each of them is either a criminal or an innocent, and you gotta figure out what they are using the clues that they themselves give you. I'm here to help you and to hopefully entertain you as I explain the game's mechanics. And today, since it is a Friday, we have a hard one, which I'm really excited for. I like the hard ones, and I'm not gonna do any mistakes, I promise. So if you want to play along, there is a link in the description to take you to it, and I'm gonna start mine right now, so let's go. We start with Vance telling us that exactly 2 of Paul's 3 criminal neighbors also neighbor Kyle. Okay, so Paul has 5 neighbors total, 3 of them are criminals, and 2 of them are shared with Kyle. Well, Paul and Kyle only share 2 people as neighbors. So both of them have to be criminals, right? Almost made Paul a criminal without the actual intention. Now, we know that the third and last criminal neighbor for Paul has to be either Kyle himself or Tina, who wasn't even in the mix, poor thing. But now Linda gives us a new clue. Only one of the 2 criminals in column D is Diane's neighbor. So Diane has 2 people in column D who neighbor her. Only one of them is a criminal. And we also know that there's 2 criminals only in column D. So a second one is down here. I'm gonna learn how to say this name right now. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. And apparently on the website I looked at, it says Kita. So Kita is telling us that only one of 2 cooks have an innocent directly below them. So Kita is one of the persons that is one of the people that is a cook, and she has an innocent below her. So that means that the other cook doesn't have an innocent below. And that's Tina. Tina is not an innocent, and now we know that Kyle is the last innocent neighboring Paul. We don't need Kita's clue anymore. Kita. Kyle says only one of the 3 criminals neighboring Diane is Linda's neighbor. So Diane and Linda share 2 people as neighbors. Only one of them is a criminal, the other one is an innocent. And we know that Diane has 3 people who are criminals neighboring her, just like Paul. And 2 of them we already know about. One of them is here in column D, the other one is in row 2, so Claire has to be the third. We don't need Kyle's clue anymore. Now Tina says that only one of the 4 criminals neighboring Mary is in column D. So Mary has 8 people neighboring her. But she has 4 of them who are criminals. And that means we know about 3 of them, right? 2 of them we already revealed here in column B, Linda and Kita. And the third one is either going to be Hilda or Ike. So if the 4th and last criminal is in column D, we also know that Ruth is not a criminal. And in here, there is a criminal, possibly the second and last one in column D, but we don't know yet. Ruth now tells us that only one of the 3 cops has an innocent directly to the right of them. So where are all the cops? Okay, there's 2 cops here who have people to their right. Jose is one of the cops, but he doesn't have anybody to his right. So that means that either Jose himself or Noah are gonna be one of the innocents, because there's only 1 cop with an innocent to their right, and the other one is gonna be a criminal. What does that also mean? It means that Mary's last criminal neighbor is either Jose or Noah, and that makes Sarah an innocent. And we still don't know if Zach is a criminal or not, because it may be that there's only 1 criminal among these 3 people, but we don't need Ruth's clue. Have I read Claire's? Only one of the 2 criminals neighboring her is in column C. So there's 2 criminals neighboring Claire total. One of them is here, and one of them is in column C, but it might be the same person. It might be Ike. We just know that, the tags are getting close together here. This is very colorful. So we know that either Diane or Ike are a criminal. And there's only one more criminal, but it might be both Diane and Hilda, who are the criminals neighboring Claire. We don't know. Sarah says that Will is one of Ruth's 5 innocent neighbors. Will is an innocent. And we know that Ruth has 5 innocent neighbors since she has 8 neighbors total. 3 of them are criminals. And we know that either Noah or Zach have to be a criminal because there is a second criminal. In column D, I've ran out of colors here. What do I do? What do I do? Can use the upper tag. Let's do this. We know that there is gonna be a criminal here, neighboring Ruth, who's either gonna be Zach or Noah, which means that Mary is not a criminal. And we don't need Sarah's school anymore. Now, Mary says that only one of the 3 doctors has exactly 2 criminal neighbors. So all of the doctors are here in row 1. And only one of them has 2 criminal neighbors. We know who that is, Claire. Claire is a doctor, and we know that she has only 2 criminal neighbors per her own clue. So we know that neither Diane nor Eric have only 2 criminal neighbors. And the thing is, Eric shares 2 people with Claire, one of which is a criminal. So he couldn't have a second criminal to make total, because that will break Mary's clue. So Jose, who's not the person shared by them, has to be an innocent and not the second criminal. Jose being an innocent makes both Noah a criminal and Eric. Now, Diane's gonna have a third criminal here, so that is done with Mary's clue. Eric says that there is only one innocent in row 1. So we know that either Amy or Diane are that innocent. How does that work with Claire? Because Claire is gonna have 1 criminal neighbor here and 1 criminal neighbor here. So both of her criminal neighbors total are already found, sort of, which makes Frank an innocent. And we don't need Eric's clue. Frank now says there's a number of criminals on the edges. So, oh, we know about Zach also, because there's how many criminals in column D? 2 criminals in column D. So we know that Zach is an innocent. Forgot about the tag completely. But odd number of criminals on the edges. How many do we have already? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna have a 5th one, who's either Amy or Diane here, and that's an odd number, so we couldn't have a 6th. So Paul is not a criminal. We're talking about criminals, right? Yeah. Now, we don't need Frank's clue anymore. Paul says there's an odd number of innocents neighboring Hilda. So Hilda has 3 innocents so far, and she's gonna have a 4th one, who's either Amy or Diane, same logic as before, and 4 is not an odd number. So Ike has to be the 5th innocent. We're talking about innocents. I gotta double check everything. I don't trust myself. Now, Ike being an innocent makes Hilda a criminal and Diane as well. Diane being a criminal makes Amy an innocent, and I am done the puzzle. Okay. Aminess, that was really, really fast. Wow, 25%. And it is pretty late in the day. So I'm very proud of this. And I stopped to check how to pronounce that name. So, wow. Great one. Didn't find it very hard at all. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave this here for today. Again, I'm really sorry for all of the technical problems during the week. And I hope to see you tomorrow again for more Clues by Sam. I hope you have a nice kickoff to your weekend, and I hope you enjoyed the video. See you tomorrow.